Good morning. Thanks for joining me at Coffee with Kory. I want to catch you up on my week here. When we last spoke, Jossie and I were on our way to Florida for the weekend, and it was remarkable, as it always is. The peace and joy that I get from going to the beach in the morning and spending that time from when the stars are brilliant and the waves are crashing to when the sun comes up and the colors are just mind-blowing. It is it's a peace and serenity that I don't find anywhere else, and I absolutely love it. So and then Jossie and I got to go out and dine at a few different places, talked her into taking a few selfies with me to commemorate those times. And so it was just all in all a really fun weekend. It was good to get away, even though it was a short time. And then I got to catch you up on a few of my conversations here this week with my buddies that we talk about often. Didn't see Clark, but I got a chance to visit with Clark a couple different times, 2 or 3 or 4 times on the phone. And I'm going to give you a little footnote with that. So many of you guys now, when I see you out and about, you ask me about Clark and how he's doing. I love that. It's so good to know that there are so many people that are praying for Clark and pulling for him and his entire family as they go through this struggle. But I will say that all indications are that things are trending exactly like they need to, and we're taking it day by day. I know they're taking it day by day because it's still a roller coaster ride with just different health things that happen when you're going through this whole transplant process and the post-treatment and all of that. So they've got a month or 2 left, a couple months left at Mayo, but they're grinding through it, and it's anytime I get an opportunity to visit with you, buddy, it always makes my day. Got a chance to see my good friend Tim Scott this week. The jumping off point for that was his Aunt Tamara's in town from Nashville. And it was funny because when I went out to Chester to see him, Tamara had referenced that we hadn't met before. And maybe we hadn't, but I felt like I knew you, between all the times that Tim would talk about you over the years and, the fact that we're connected on social media. It felt like I knew you, and so it was really great to be with you and with Jen. I hadn't got to see for quite a while either, and then obviously with Timmy. Even though the dementia has taken that personality that we all love, it's still just good to be in Tim's presence and then be able to give him a hug and have him still hug you back. So good times this week with good friends and people that I love. And then I do want to share a quote that I came across, and I hope I get the gentleman's name right. Did a little bit of research on it. He's an Islamic figure, Umar bin al-Khattab. The quote that I came across this week was, "No amount of regret can change the past. No amount of worrying can change the future." And obviously the overarching principle with that is be present, live right now. Doesn't mean that you can't learn from the past and that you can't prepare for the future, but what is the most important is living in the here and now. And I think we've talked about that in different forms and fashion, probably several times here on Coffee with Kory. But I came across that quote this week, and I don't think that I'd ever really seen it before. I did come across another little quip that I saw, and it wasn't a quote that was really attributed to anybody, but it ties in exactly the same, so I thought I'd share that with you as well. It said something about the magic behind your childhood wasn't because you were a child, it was because you were living in the present and not worried about the future. I'm like, well, there you go. That must have been what I needed this week, because that's what social media served up to me, and it did center me a few different times when I was getting ahead of myself, especially with everything that we've got going on at the experience, to just be mindful of the fact that today is what matters. What we're doing today matters, and don't get anxious about what's coming down the pike. Don't worry about the missteps that you've made in the past. Let's just be present. And so I hope that resonates with you guys this week like it did with me. And as always, I appreciate you guys for joining me. So hope to see you next week at Coffee with Kory.